It's Christmas. Almost. One more day before December, start the Advent calendar. But in the spirit of things, I would like to take the next month, all my episodes until Christmas, and make them holiday themed. So what do I mean by have a winter themed? Step 1, get a winter prop. Done. With step 1 done, now it's step 2. Make all the topics that I will talk about relate to something to do with Christmas. And I'll take this week to deck the halls. Not with Bounds of Holly, with steroids. Yes, you heard me right. This all stems from Major League Baseball Hall of Famer Joe Morgan penning an open letter to all ballot holders of the upcoming 2018 Baseball Hall of Fame vote. In the letter, which I'll summarize, basically says that steroid users have no place in the Hall of Fame, and that there would be basically boycotts by current Hall of Famers coming to future ceremonies if they do get in. I'm going to read a few quotes. Players who failed drug tests, admitted using steroids, or were identified as users in Major League Baseball's investigation into steroid abuse, known as the Mitchell Report, should not get in. Those are the 3 criteria that many of the players and I think are right. For over 80 years, the Hall of Fame has been a place to look up to, where the hallowed halls honor those who played the game hard and right. I hope it will always remain that way. I'm sorry, Morgan, it isn't, and it hasn't from the start, from the first Hall of Fame class. It starts with Ty Cobb, who you could consider on baseball's Mount Rushmore, being a sociopath, a racist, egotistical, and on one occasion he went into the stands to beat the pulp out of an African-American fan. Goes to Whitey Ford and Gaylord Perry. Whitey Ford, who later in his career admitted to using his wedding ring to scuff off baseballs to give him an extra edge. And Gaylord Perry, who won 300 games, struck out 3,500 batters, with more than a few of them coming on illicit spitter balls. Talk about not only illicit, but disgusting. Even goes into the modern era. Wade Boggs, a colorful character, admitting that he was addicted to sex. Is that really something you want to hold up high to kids in Cooperstown saying, be like this guy? But what really gets me about Joe Morgan's piece is the effect it's having. At least one baseball writer has already admitted that his ballot is blank. That means he's not voting anyone in to the Hall of Fame this year. And I know he says that it means that that it's protest of the steroid players. But you're just making everything worse down the line. When you get this ballot, you're entitled to say, who are the people that deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? When you throw away that ballot, you make it harder for many of these guys to come in. In 100 years or so, the Hall of Fame, I believe, will have several of these steroid players in. Why? Because at the end of the day, how different is a steroid user and a racist? How immoral is one or the other? And I know there's the argument, one affects the job, one doesn't affect the other. There's no moral equivalency thing. Both are bad. And if you get rid of one, you should get rid of the other. So what do you think? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm off the deep end again? I await your answer. See you next time.